to my little video about the run course of the 2025 Ironman 70.3 in Agadir, Morocco. So we're starting at the finish, which is not as daft as it sounds, because it's a 3-loop run course, and on the last loop you cut off before the end and drop into the finishing chute, which is here. So there seems to be a place you turn around and there's a start. So what we'll do now is we'll just have a jog up the road here to the start. I will skip through all the boring bits, which might well be quite a lot on this course because it's not the most exciting. Anyhow, let's go find the start. So this quite obviously is the bike park, and over to our left is the sea. So the way these Ironmans work is you start over there on the beach, you do a 1.9 kilometer swim, you run out of the water over here to the bike park, pick up your bike, cycle off to a 90k loop, and when you get back you put on your running shoes and you go to the run, the 21 kilometer run. This is a 70.3, a half full distance Ironman. So this is the official run start. As I was sort of mentioning earlier, it's sort of more complicated because it's a 7 kilometer 3-lap run, and there's a start. You can run to the end, back again, turn around, back to the end, back again, turn around, back to the end, back again, and then you come back up and finish off to the right. So there's the start, there's the turnaround, and there's the finish. So we've seen the finish, we've seen the start, and somewhere just around the corner here is the turnaround. Let's go have a look. So I suspect the turnaround will be about here. So you come up the causeway here, turn around and back down again a couple of times. Okay, I haven't got all the fiddly bits sorted out. Let's see what the actual run is like. So on our left here is the view, which is the official hotel of the Ironman. Nice and close to the start, of course. We're staying at the Allegro, which is a little bit further down the road, not very far though. So I call this area the player because it says player over there. It's also the turn off for the Allegro Hotel, should anybody ever want to know that. What I like to do when I'm doing any sort of run like this, I like to split it into sections. So obviously we've had the start. This is the player area, and I'll show you the other ones I found as we move down the course. Did I tell you this was my my 30th 30 Ironman start this weekend, and in 2 weeks time it will be my 30th marathon start at Nice Cannes. So how weird is that? Anyhow, let's go. Now the turn off on the left here, I call the Rue of the Artists. It's not very important on the way down, but as far as I understand it, we go down there on the way back up. So this section is quite obviously called the Piano because of the piano restaurant. Must admit, I was expecting more Arabic names, but there you go. So this was the course recce I wanted to do at Mallorca in May, if you ever saw the video of that. I hurt my foot in December, spent the first 5 months of this year waiting for it to fix. So by the time I got to Mallorca, it was fixed just-ish. And I honestly dare not run 7k. It was the same as this, 3 times 7k. I honestly dare not run 7k as a video because I wasn't sure if my foot was going to survive it, and thus maybe not survive the actual Ironman. So the good news was I didn't make the video for the run. I did the Ironman 70.3. I finished the run in a nice gentle jog at 7 minutes a kilometre and happily got my medal. So all in all, quite successful. Anyhow, let's keep going. Nice beach. Looks like they're measuring the course. So this is the start of the Sofitel. Look at this. And just worth stopping to have a quick look. You know, I get the impression this is a really good Ironman for anyone with kids. because all the hotels up and down the run course here, right on the beach, all with great swimming pools, fantastic atmosphere, really family friendly. I would recommend it for anyone with kids who wants to put the kids somewhere while you go up and do the Ironman. Anyway, I'm a bit beyond that these days. How weird is that? How many times have you done an Ironman where the swim is on the same beach as a surfboard club? That doesn't sound very good, is it? Anyhow, this is the left-hand turn at the bottom of the course. As we just came down there, we're turning left to go down here and run around a cone. I guess this grate is going to be the cone. So we're now the furthest south we can go on this course. So now we head back. It'd be interesting to see if they have a lot of barriers, because by putting a few timing mats around in the right places, you can assure everybody does the right places in the right amount of time. So you don't really need to put a lot of barriers. You just need the barriers to keep all the people from walking across the course when you're herring down it. You know, I did a what's called a fell race in the Lake District in the UK once, and there was a start at a sheep show in the valley, and all you had to do was get to the trig point on the top of the mountain and then go back to the sheep show. There was no course, there was no directions. You basically followed everybody else, and it was really a very cool race. That was 2017, long before I started making these athletic type videos. Anyhow, a little drink and we'll carry on. Just to point out that that is not the Sofitel, that is the Palais de Roses. So if you want to enjoy the extreme water park, don't sign in for the Sofitel, sign in for the Palais de Roses, just next door to the Sofitel. The Sofitel is the big one on the end, just by the surfboard club that we saw. Anyhow, back past the water park. Hey, look at that! They're doing Arabic lessons as well. While I'm making this video, my wife has gone off to do Arabic lessons in our Allegra hotel. So obviously quite a common thing. I guess all the hotels will do it. Come and learn some Arabic. Shukran. Let's go. We're back at the piano restaurant already. So on the way back, we take a little detour along the Rue of the Artists. You'll probably be going quicker, so you won't have much chance to take pictures, but there are a lot of them. So we go down here, round a bollard, and back again. Pretty amazing, some of these pictures. There's more to it than meets the eye though, because a couple of years ago I was in Ouarzazate, which is in the middle of Morocco, in the deserty bit, and so yeah. And I did the Marathon des Sables, which is, as you probably know, 250 kilometers, 7 days in the desert, self-supporting, sort of carrying a food thing. And after that I went to Ouarzazate, and in Ouarzazate I bought a painting that looks pretty much identical to that guy there in the middle with the camel and the palm tree. So I guess somewhere there's a whole load of guys busy painting these, not necessarily local artists, but a good look to them. Brilliant, absolutely fantastic picture to take home with you, but I wouldn't stop on the run. I'd buy it. I'd come back after the race is finished. So somewhere down here is a bollard. So I think it's going to be somewhere around here, because looking on the map it seems we run the full length of this road and stop before the roundabout. If you're intrigued by the thought of running for 7 days on sand in the desert in 40-50 degree heat, check out my video of the Marathon des Sables, which is on YouTube. I did that, what, 2023? I've done it 3 times, but my best video is from 2023. So check out my YouTube channel, it's on there somewhere. Anyhow, enough advertising, let's keep going. And here we are back at the Clare Square. Not far to go now. See the big hill over there? It's supposed to be a really nice view up there. It's so good. There's actually a cable car from somewhere on the right there, in all those white buildings. There's a cable car. You can make it out, well, you can almost make it out at the top of the mountain there. So if you don't want to take the bus up, you can take the cable car. I'm thinking I might try cycle up there actually. Let's see how we get on. Anyhow, in the air. And so here we are at the finish line, I believe. Must admit that this is my run course as I understand it. Actually, that looks like a finish line, doesn't it? That must be the finish line. So I hope you enjoyed that little jog. As I say, I hope it was the correct route. It's very close if it's not true. If it's not the exact route, that's very close. Anyhow, I hope someone finds that interesting. Feel free to like the video. Please subscribe to my channel. There's lots of other videos about Ironmans, and Marathon des Sables and the desert, and general marathons, Nice, Cannes, Athens, all that sort of stuff. Take a look at my site. Hope you find something interesting. See you later.